the controversy around Joe Root's dismissal, and that seems to have spread online to the outside world as well in terms of how DRS is judging that. Because on the field it was given not out, but it seemed pretty clear from DRS that was out. Can you talk us through, first of all, how it works, and second of all, why the questions?
Well, so I think the questions are, when you look at that from the naked eye, when you're watching the delivery, first of all, you think that's pitched outside leg, and all your cricketing intuitions sort of kick in, and it's like it can't have pitched in line with the stumps and ended up where it did. When you slow it down and when DRS slows it down, there's a couple of differentiations that you have to make. There's no umpire's call on where the ball pitches. So when the projection comes through and the DRS has put all its numbers into its computer, the initial contact with the pitch, there's no contention about where that has pitched as a result of the technology. So it works on a traffic light system, but in this instance, there's only two options. There's only red or green. If more than 50% of the ball is pitching inside the outside edge of those stumps, it means it's pitching in line. Whereas when you look at that, you think it should be umpire's call and an orange light, but there is no orange light in this situation. The necessity for the orange light as the ball travels on is because it's a projection. Where it hits the pad is, I think, a manual input, and then where that ball then travels onto is just a projection, because the ball is only hypothetically travelling there. It's not actually doing it. So that's why there's a degree of ambiguity around the traffic light system of green, orange and red. But where that ball pitches, according to the technology that is meant to be very, very accurate, they're saying that what it looks like, 51% of that ball is pitching within the outside line of the stump, therefore it's out. So
it's like offside, basically. It's either on or off.
Well, it's either, yeah. I mean, I've played the game for 20-odd years and was involved in DRS for at least 12 of them, and I didn't know that there couldn't be any umpire's call on where it pitched in a line or on line. I thought the traffic light system still worked for that, first where it pitched. So that confused me, which is mad, isn't it? Because we should know that. I think we've got to be also very careful, or if we can go back to that last screenshot, where what we're seeing on screen isn't actually what Hawkeye is working on. That is just that there looks like it's quite a long way. It's only a tiny bit of the ball pitching online. That's just a graphic for the viewers, and I know that only because I queried it when I was captain. You know, I think you're allowed to go and see the umpires and the match referees. So you see that graphic, and it doesn't look like anywhere near 50% are going over. That is just to show the viewers what's happened. Actually, Hawkeye is a lot more accurate than that. If that makes any sense at all. It's a bit different. So that's
like a picture, it's like a visualisation.
Yeah, it's just a picture to show
us.
So clear. You know how VAR in football is really unclear and no one knows what's going on. That's trying to make it clear for people in the ground what's going on. So that is why that doesn't look right, and that's why people are now kicking up saying, well, there's no way that's 50% in line on that picture. But I've been told that is not what Hawkeye sees, which I don't know why you can't get it like that, and I'm sure that someone will be able to tell me, but that's what I was told in a match referees meeting one day. If I could tell you when, I would but I can't.
So you feel like it all makes perfect sense in terms of the system that's set up. There's not
Well, it's saying, do we trust the technology or not? In tennis, if it's a championship point at Wimbledon and Roger Federer challenges the umpire's call, you take that technology as the gospel truth at face value. Yeah. And these things are set up by professionals and data analysts and scientists at the ground in the days preceding the game, and they trust and believe, and as cricket we have accepted, we trust that initial input of the ball coming out of the bowler's hand and then into... That looks like a wicket, first ball of the session. Johnny Bairstow's going to have to go, and I'm going to have to stop talking about DRS because that is a huge moment. Bairstow was looking good. Bairstow was looking very good there. Jadeja, 1 for 46, was being played with relative ease, but that quite rightly, England fans are scratching their heads because England losing their 6th wickets, only 166 runs ahead now with the tail batting, find themselves in a very precarious position.